So, hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't, don't force it to fit. There are plenty of other wonderful readers on YouTube that just might resonate more with you at this time. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I don't sugarcoat my messages or filter myself. So if you have kids around or you don't appreciate, that kind of a reading, I'm very respectful of that. I'm always giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Aquarius, we are going to be getting into your April forecast. I do appreciate your patience. We are about halfway through the month, and I was dealing with some health issues at the beginning, and I'm back, and I'm in tip-top shape. So we are getting into the message for Aquarius and strong Aquarian energy. So if you have strong Aquarius placements in your chart, I always recommend looking into. With that said, I'm going to be doing the reading in a half and half kind of setup, where we're going to be talking about the first half of the month and the second half of the month, so that you kind of see in hindsight what you've already gone through, and second half what is coming up. And then I'm going to pull a guidance card to kind of help you understand how best to transition from what you've been through and what you're going to go through. All right? So, Spirit, please. Aquarius and Aquarian energy. What is going on with our aquas and aqua energy? What is going on with Aquarius and Aquarian energy for April? What is going on with Aquarius and what is going on with Aquarius and Aquarian energy for April? Okay, first half of the month, clarifiers. Second half of the month, and clarifiers. All right. Top of the deck, we have the 9 of coins. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Coins. So, Aqua. We're transitioning, right? Because this is like a pre-Queen of Coin card, and the Queen of Coins is like a pre-Empress card. So there's definitely some transitional energy here. I feel like with this being the top of the deck, that you are feeling very independent, you are feeling very much in your own self, you are feeling your own energy, and you're creating your own life and your own abundance. I feel like you're rippling that, you're being very caring, very nurturing, very generous of your time and energy, focusing on what you want to do for your abundance, for your wealth, right, in the actual material plane. I think you're very money focused right now. But in a very authentic way, that's a way that's authentic to you, okay, a way that is authentic to you. It might not be Empress status yet, where you're actually birthing into the reality, the fruition of everything that you're creating, but you're geared up for that, okay, but you're very much geared up for that. You might be focusing on very maternal energies within yourself being expressed, whether you're a mother or not. You might be very caring and considerate of other people, and putting that kind of vibration out there. This is very beautiful energy, okay? To have that as a top and bottom of the deck, that's you being authentic and independent, and also being able to nurture and care for others, so you're in a good balanced place with it. For the beginning of the month, we do have the 9 of Swords in the back face with the Temperance card in reverse, well, in the back face, as well as the Strength card in the back face, and the 3 of Wands. So, with this, Aqua, I feel like you're dealing with some kind of demon in the room, okay? Some kind of shadow in the room that's trying to make itself be very permanent in your experience, and you don't want to hang yourself for it, okay? You don't want to end up stuck in a situation. I'm just pulling very strong scorpionic energy with this card. I know it's an air sign card, but I'm feeling very scorpionic energy from it. It's almost like dredging up something from the deep, in the mind, right? Something in the mind that needs to be reevaluated in order to not be stuck with this energy. I think you're seeing things on the ground level from a very realistic perspective. And I think you're also having this higher point of view, this higher perspective from the air. And I think you're kind of consulting your higher self with your 3D self and saying, okay, how do we not have this shadow make itself permanent in the experience? How do we get through the fears, the illusionary fears in the mind, so that we could see this beautiful window of opportunity, right? You're facing your demons. Or the demons in your reality, quite literally, with the Strength card. You're having to really muscle through mentally, emotionally, the shadows of quite possibly someone else. And they might not be viewing it that way. You might be feeling as if you've crossed a threshold, but it's a long journey ahead. And there's no water, right? There's no actual water present. So the love energy, it's almost like you're looking at something that's unconditionally loveless, if that makes sense. Knowing it is a long journey with whatever the shadow is in the room, and not wanting to hang yourself with it. Not wanting to hang yourself with it. Whatever that is, right? Take that how it resonates. For the second half of the month, we do have the Page of Coin clarified by the Death card, and we have the 8 of Coin clarified by the Hierophant. So with this, I do think love is the answer. I think if you keep that unconditionally loving energy of self intact, that dawn that you wish to see on the other side of the window beyond the fears, I do feel the more you output into your reality, the more likely this dynamic of tete-a-tete and ego-pleasing kind of diminishes. As long as you're standing in your own truth and putting your own best foot forward, when you take that cornucopia of endless abundance and kind of allow yourself to receive it, working on your own energy, focusing on your own energy, and nothing else matters. Okay, you're contracted spiritually to yourself first, and no one else. Okay, and no one else. Everybody else, their demons and all, are secondary. You just simply need to put the work in on your own healing and your own higher soul contract, which will bring you the victory that you're looking for. It'll teach whatever needs to be taught. The ripple starts with you, okay? The ripple starts with you. And I think you just need to remember that for the month of April, especially towards the end of it. This is about you being really solid and steady in your ability to do your own inner work despite everything else and everyone else going on around you. Whatever anybody else's demands are, you know, from their shadow place or whatever, or the expectations you put on yourself because of it, just completely put that to the side. Just you do what you need to do for yourself. You create your dawn. You create your bliss. You allow someone to say goodbye to their shadows and have them accept you and love you for your authentic beauty, the authentic beauty that you are, with respect for it, right? With respect for it, because if someone is trying to mold you or shift you or change you and they're putting these shadows in your face, that's when you got to stand up and say, listen, I don't have time for that. I got to focus on me. And if you're not good with it, then you can leave. You know, I need to focus on me. And if you're not good with it and you're not respectful of it, then you can leave. You know what I mean? This is not a matter of, well, how do I please them so that they don't leave me? It's a, listen, I have to please me. And if you don't like it, you can take your demons and your shadows and your mental whatever and figure it the fuck out, because I'm not going to stagnate myself and put myself on a long journey where the love is conditional, right? Not going to do it. Guidance card. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Yeah. This is treating yourself with the utmost respect and care, being gentle with yourself, creating that crystal cosmic egg that you want to bring into fruition, reaching that Empress stage, right? This Empress stage comes when you love and nurture yourself, allowing that lotus, right? That lotus and the crown to really pull down into your third eye and help you see what the divine is doing so that you can create your best outcome, even if that means letting a couple tears drop, you know what I mean? Because she's vulnerable. She's allowing herself the ability to cry and release and let go. Because whenever we cry, it's the ego releasing control of what or how we thought something was supposed to be. And letting somebody else kind of move through their triggers as you move through forward to your healing and the creation of whatever it is that you want to create. Right? Being really soft and tender with yourself. Okay, you need to do what feels good and express what feels good and understand that comes first for you. And if somebody else, something else is coming first for them or is more important to them and their conditional love is not pulling through for you, then you really do need to continue having unconditional love for yourself 100% of the way. Okay, 100% of the way. Don't cut yourself short. So with that said, Aqua, I hope it helps. You have permission to thrive on your own accord any way that you see fit that is the most peace for you. Don't be anything that you're not. You just do the inner work on becoming your best version. All right. That said, all my information is in the description below. I do recommend checking out the community tab. I post dailies on there with the cosmic currency to let everybody know what is going on in the cosmos and what we're dealing with collectively. I hope it helps you guys out in between these readings. Until next time, Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember always to love each other and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, guys.